premium build quality, a well-known brand for enthusiasts, 130 big ones. Is it really all worth it? I'm Rio Gion, and this is Rio Gion Keyboards. This keyboard looks absolutely fabulous. I don't know what else to say. It is so simplistically designed. The font is so office friendly. The layout is standard, so you can replace all of the keycaps. It looks premium. It feels premium. It is premium. And that alone might just be worth the price tag. The keyboard overall exudes premium. And the only downfall is that the frame in the front is made of plastic. That's pretty much the only nitpick that I have about it. Besides that, this is one great looking keyboard. That is for sure. The LED, which is right on top of the switch, is a real missed opportunity. It is downright bad because of how much you pay for it. You kind of expect it to be underneath and in the PCB. This way we don't have any electrostatic issue, but nope. We're just gonna place it on top, and we have a nice view of the Cherry MX Speed. Kudos to Ducky for using Cherry stabilizers, and they are red. Very sexy. And they are definitely more preferred than CoStar because it's a lot easier to replace keycaps. And it makes it a lot easier to clean, although this isn't that floaty keyboard design where it's housed within a plastic frame. So it's a little bit harder to clean. But at least you get Cherry stabilizers. Double shot ABS is nice. In this particular example, it's actually really clean too. There's no paint smear and you can clearly see the double shot, which is very good. And it's the thicker ABS. It's not the really thin cheapo ones that you find in the major brands. Although for this price point, I kind of want PBT. And to be honest, I think you do too. The back of the keyboard actually has a lot going on with two flip up feet, this sort of plastic hump that heightens up the keyboard, plastic pads, and dip switches. It's rather interesting because I haven't seen a keyboard back that has this much going on. Along with that, you can also add in cable management slots, and the cable is detachable, which is really nice. Although the cable that they give you is not braided, but you do have gold tip USB and cable management Velcro, which is nice. And this is the first keyboard that I review with dip switches, which are interesting. It's nice to do something different for a change. For this particular keyboard, it comes with the flavor of white. And if you're gonna have one color, let it be white, because it goes with many setups, and of course it's very office friendly. And it's really nice to know that there are lots of lighting effects, despite it being only one color. and you can control the speed and brightness, which is cool too. So, other manufacturers out there, you guys need to take a note of this. If you are going to have one color, let it be that you have lots of lighting effect. And let it be that white is your color choice. If not, go RGB. Yeah. These two are basically the best options in terms of lighting. Because it's really nice. The white, bright white, clear white, that's not the bluish tinted white from most RGB boards. The actual white is actually very, very nice. The typing experience on this keyboard is rather interesting, because if you were to just go in blind, you would seriously think this is a red keyboard. It feels so much like MX Reds. But the longer you type on it, the more accurate it gets. At least for me. I feel like the longer I type on the keyboard, the more accurate it gets. But now, as I'm saying this out loud, kinda sounds like common sense. So, but the switch is light and it's linear. So I personally don't really like it. But that's preferences. So it could either be a good or a bad. But from my particular experience, it really feels like I'm typing on air. It doesn't feel like I'm hitting anything. Because I'm so used to the tactility of blue and brown. Especially blue. Because brown, you gotta be really sensitive in order to feel that tactility. Besides that, I guess it's a decent typer, but I wouldn't really say so either, because I don't really particularly enjoy typing the board. When I'm done doing the typing test, I don't find a will to type again on this particular keyboard. So for the typing part of the review, I'm gonna say you're gonna have to take it with a grain of salt, because when I say it's up to preferences, I really mean by it. Because there are lots of people in this community that likes the red switches, because you can macro every single key. Makes this a pretty decent contender for a gaming keyboard. Along with that, you can also have Windows disable, and some of the lighting effects are pretty nice. But the main focus here that really makes it a gaming keyboard is the ability to macro every single key. Along with that, of course, MMO players are going to like it. I wouldn't say love it, because you don't have a separate bank of macro keys, which really emphasis on the whole MMO aspect. Then again, for those of you that do play MMO, please go ahead and comment down below. See if I'm right, because I really want to know. Along with that, with RTS, it is very nice for RTS. The Cherry MX speeds, once again, really are designed for gaming. And you can double tap really, really quickly with it. And the same thing can be said with FPS. The keys are comfortable enough to hold for long durations, and it makes a really good FPS gamer. So, at the bottom line here, this is a great gaming keyboard. But at a price of $120 before taxes, I may add, it is quite a tough bullet to bite. Because at that particular price point, you're starting to see lots of keyboards having RGB, along with macro features, along with Windows disable. And of course, You don't get Cherry MX speeds though. So it's kind of a give and take. Do you really want MX speeds to the point where you will sacrifice RGB? Now, I know some of you may say, oh, what about the K70 Rapid Fire or the K65 Rapid Fire? Those ones have RGB. Those ones don't usually cost 120 bucks retail. Of course, then again, you can always look for discounts. That's when the ball in the court has been changed, basically. But if we're only going to look at retail prices, I say you have to really want the Cherry MX speeds in order for you to pay 120 big ones. Then again, the LED color of choice is actually very nice. White is a very good color to choose from. But overall, bottom line, for 120, I'm going to say pass, because there are just plenty of other boards out there that will give you a lot more bang for your buck. That is for sure. So of course, as always, if you like the content, please give me a like and consider subscribing for more content.